Hi, my name's Camille. We're doing over 50 makeup today, and I am jumping right in. Now, many of you may have seen my review on the brand new Luminous Spray Foundation device. I'm not going to recap that here. I am showing this just to show how I started this makeup look, and you can go watch that short if you want to see what I thought of this. Today, I've got a new mascara to share with you that doesn't smudge, flake, or budge. It's great for sensitive eyes, and you'll never have raccoon eyes again. I'm also going to share with you one of my favorite brow stamps, and I'm going to show you my no eyeliner technique. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm starting with a little bit of contour cream. I'm using the one by Saint, and I'm applying it just in some areas where I would like to create more dimension. Generally, you want to contour based on your face shape. But to me, contouring is like art. You pretty much figure out where you like it and then go with it. I would like my face to be a little thinner, so I add it right under my cheekbones and bring it in pretty far. I got this really pretty cream blush in my Ipsy shipment this month, and I'm just tapping a light amount of this right over top of the contour and on top of my cheekbone. I have decided that I like a little bit more color on the apples of my cheek, so I've brought this in quite close. Later on, when I add my concealer, this will be a little different though. And I forgot to mention that I'm using a new eye primer today. It is by Blink Cosmetics. Now, this is my second time using it, and the first time I used it, I actually went to a concert where I was dancing and sweating all night, and everything stayed in place perfectly. Coincidentally, later on, the mascara that I'm going to show you also is by Blink Cosmetics, and they've given us a 20% off discount if you want to try it. Regardless of the brand you're using, it is so important to have an eye primer because they keep your makeup in place, they keep it from creasing, and they give it a lot of staying power. Then we're going to strategically highlight the center of the face and the nasal label folds. In general, you want to have brightness down the center of your face. And that pretty much applies to all face shapes. Now, this is no ordinary thick concealer I'm using. This is the one that I use by Pharmacy. It's my favorite. And I think it's easiest to just put all this on here so you can see exactly where it goes and then blend everything all at once. Of course, if you need it in other areas, put it there. This is just a suggestion. Next, you want a concealer brush or something similar to that, and you want to spray it with some setting spray. I've used my favorite Scandinavia. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you use it all the time, it's totally worth it. By blending it out this way, it's going to help that makeup not crease. It's going to give it a little bit more staying power as well. And if you use a concealer that dries up really quickly, this actually gives you a little bit of time to actually blend that product and work with it. Setting sprays are one of my favorite makeup tools. I'm going to overline my lips a little bit and just give my lipstick a little bit more staying power because I don't want to be reapplying this all day. And then I'm going to fill it in with one of my favorite kind of pinky red colors. I will, of course, put a list of every product that I've used in the description so that you can find everything. Then I'm going to go back to that cream palette that I had earlier and just grab a little bit of that shimmery color and use it right there in the middle of my lips. Then it's on to eyes. Now I'm totally missing that one color, so I'm just going to use my face powder instead. And I'm actually using a round eyeshadow blending brush to do this. You'll find that I don't always use the right brush for the right thing. I just use what's right for me. Then we're going to use a flat slanted brush to apply some eyeshadow. I'm really just stamping this into place and not brushing it. I don't really like eyeliner anymore, so I like to do this so that I still get the eyeliner effect, but it's softer. Now on top of my lid, I'm going to create a little triangular shape, sort of like a slice of pizza. I do it this way because it gives me a little bit of lift. So I'm just stamping that color in there. And if you're wondering if this stays in place, it absolutely stays in place. And by the way, if you're worried about it moving, you can always spray your brush with a little setting spray and then dip it into your eyeshadow, and it will have more staying power. What I typically do is when I'm finished with my entire look, I'll just spray my face down with the setting spray, and then nothing's going anywhere. Now I'm using another one of those cylindrical or tubular brushes to actually blend in a little bit of color here. I start by just giving a little tap in place, and then I go ahead and clean the brush off and go back in and blend. I'm using brushes by MOTD, which stands for Makeup of the Day, but I like to call them Motted. And the set you've seen me using today is actually my new favorite, and it is their Hooded Eye set. And then I'm going to grab my flat eyeshadow brush and grab a little bit of that shimmer from earlier. And those flat eyeshadow brushes are great for just tapping color in exactly where you want them to be. Of course, you can use your fingers, but if you really want it to be precise and stay put where you put it, you really want to use a brush. Next, I'm going to spray my little palette with a little bit of my setting spray. Then I'm going to use this liquid eyeliner brush and just coat it in that color. Don't ask me where this brush came from because I can't remember. Using the setting spray with the eyeshadow actually makes it like a no-budge eyeliner. And of course, you can apply this as thick or as thin as your eye shape will allow. For me, I have to go really, really lightly and really thin because it's going to disappear underneath my hood anyway. Now that that's done, let's do some eyebrows. I hate to say it, I've gotten really lazy here as of late, and I haven't done anything except stamped brows. And the reason is, once you get used to doing these, they're so much faster than penciling them or any other method that I've ever done or seen. The one I'm using is by Eye Method Beauty, and it is a pomade kit. And these are waterproof and smudge proof. And in the beginning, when I started using these, I had to use a little piece of tape to hold it in place because it was just too awkward. And I felt like my fingers just couldn't stretch far enough. So if you have these and you're having that issue, try that. It also takes a little time to get used to the pomade and how it looks and feels. I recommend trying it on the back of your hand before you go to your face. Raise your hand if you have short, straight lashes. I know I do. And if you didn't see my video the other day about bacteria in your eyelash curler, go see that. And if you didn't see my short video on this mascara, I'm going to introduce it again. This is the Blink Mascara Ultra Volume Tubing Mascara. It's definitely not your everyday mascara. This one actually creates little tubes around your lashes. And while it is still cry-proof and smudge-proof and all the things we want it to be, you actually can just wash it off with warm water and a washcloth. Not to mention it's all the things: cruelty-free, clean, vegan, gluten-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free, and talc-free. So if you have irritable eyes, it might be for you. Now I'm just applying the tiniest amount today to see how this is going to look on my little short stubby lashes. And if you do decide to try this mascara, I want to hear about it because my first experience, I actually went to a concert and was sweating and my makeup looked perfect at the end of the night. But beware, the tubes are so full when you get them that you have to really try and get all of that product off. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot that goes on at first because it is a volumizing mascara. So it's really going to volumize quickly. And with all things new, it's best to try these, a day or two before you have to go somewhere. Or at least go somewhere special. And I can't even imagine how big my eyelashes would get if I actually had some. With this one, they would probably get huge. Now, they did offer us a 20% discount, so if you want to give that a try, it's in the description. Now, before we leave, I have to talk about a giveaway, and I need your help. I was thinking when we get to 100,000 follows, what we would do is have a big giveaway, and I would either do Amazon cards or I would do a giveaway where we do like a one-on-one session together online. And even if we just sit and talk and do girlfriend stuff, that would be fine. Or we can totally do makeup. If you like either of these ideas or have a better idea or have seen somebody do something really cool, please let me know in the comments. As always, thanks so much for supporting my channel by watching my videos. I appreciate you so much and I love you. You are so much fun. Hang out with me again.